Video, we're going to look at how to create a new mastering course and edit it so that all of the due dates and deadlines, etc., are correct. So our first step is to go to the course Moodle page, which is right here, and click on the link to Mastering Geology and Digital Textbook. That should bring up the Vital Source page, which is right here, Vital Source in the upper left. Here's my course. Click on Launch Courseware. And because there's no Moodle Mastering Geology page created yet for this course, it takes me to the Pearson Create a Course page. Now I don't want to select this. I do not want to click that button because that will create a completely blank course with no assignments or anything else in it. Much easier to just do an import from an existing course, which is down here. But in order to do that, you need the course ID for the course you're copying from. The course ID is a unique identifier. You can get this from the course coordinator. The course coordinator can give you the ID number for the appropriate pre-existing mastering course. In this case, I'm just going to go to my Pearson dashboard. These are all of my currently running Pearson courses that use either one of the mastering platforms. Now, in this case, I'm copying to Geology 131.99, so that's the course I want to copy from. Here's the course ID, Kirchner 43993. I'm just going to highlight that, do a Control-C for copy, and then go back to my course creation page and Control-V, paste that into the search bar. And I'll click on search, and there it is. There's my fall 2024 Geology 131.99 mastering course. So that's what I want to select. Enter course details. This is where you specify the basic information. Here's the information about the course you're copying from. Course type. The default is student use course, and naturally you want to leave that the same. Henry Ford College, leave that the same. Course name, as shown in the syllabus. For Geology 131, the official course name is Physical Geology, so I'll type that in. Description, you can leave blank. The course start dates. You don't necessarily want the dates to be the same dates as the semester because you want students to be able to get into mastering before the start of the semester for those folks who want to take the initiative and get in there and take a look around before classes actually start. So I usually put my start date a couple of weeks or so before the beginning of the semester. In this case, we're dealing with winter 2025. Classes start on January 13th. So I'm going to set a start date of December 30th, 2024. And again, that just means that students will have access to it. They will not be able to start working on assignments yet because, as we'll see in a minute or two, you can set the availability for the assignments to begin on a certain date, and we'll set that date for the first day of the semester. The end date, as long as it's the last day of classes or later, that's all we need. I believe the last day of classes this winter semester is May 11th. It might be May 4th. I don't remember which. But for now, we'll just set that to May 12th. I can always go back in and change it if I need to. And this last section asks you what you want to do with the assignment dates. In the mastering page or mastering course that you're copying from, all of the assignments obviously have due dates and availability dates that are set for the fall 2024 semester. What I usually do is click on Don't Copy Assignment Dates, so it'll just leave all of those fields blank, and then you can fill them in as appropriate. And then I always check this box down at the bottom, allow other instructors to copy this course, in case a future instructor wants to copy content from it to a new one. So now that all that is set, we can click on Create Course right here. And it takes a little while, and they send you an email when it's ready, and then you can go in and do your editing. So the new mastering course for the winter 2025 section of online geology is now created. The card for it is right here. And I've noticed that I forgot to enter something in the course title, so I'm going to go in and edit that. I click on this little gear icon and then click on Edit Course Details and go down to the course name. And what I'm going to do is just add the course number and section to the course name and click Save Changes. And that just helps it stand out a little bit better. It doesn't show up right away. It should show up within a minute or two. In fact, I'll try refreshing the page and see. No, it's still not showing up. But within a few minutes, that change will be reflected here in the course title. In any event, let's take a look at what this looks like after it's been imported from a previous mastering course, and take a look at how to edit the assignment due dates. It does say here that you have no assignments. It only says that because we haven't specified any due dates yet. And this is the page where it would display the assignments that are due next. So obviously without due dates, the system can't do that. To find the assignments, we'll go down here to the All Assignments link, click on that, and here are all the assignments that were imported from the other course. They're all exactly the same. We've got the 3 exams in here as well. The only thing we need to do, and it's a little bit tedious, but you only have to do it once, is to edit it to reflect the correct due dates and availabilities. So I'll do the first one as a demonstration. Now these assignments are due every Sunday at 11:59 p.m. That applies to everything, assignments, exams, labs, etc. Just to keep it easy and clear for the students, I always have the same due date, Sunday nights at 11:59 p.m. So for our first assignment, which is the reading assignment for Chapter 2, Plate Tectonics, we're going to click on that. It brings up a little calendar. Now classes start on Monday the 13th. So our first Sunday after that would be Sunday the 19th. So we're going to click on that and make sure that the time is set to 11:59 p.m., which it is. And then we've got that set to the correct due date. Availability to students means when the students can see the assignment. That doesn't necessarily mean they can do it and submit it. It just means they can see it. Now, for the availability, currently the from is set for 11:59 p.m. on the day before the night before classes start, which is perfect. For the geology and ATMS courses, all assignments and exams become available the night before classes start, and they remain available and visible all the way through the end of the semester. What this means is that students can work ahead if they want to. So for example, they could do their Chapter 2 homework, which is due by the 19th. If they wanted to, they could move on and do their Chapter 11 homework as well. That will be due the following Sunday, and it'll be available from the beginning of the semester all the way to the end. So back to the Chapter 2 availability. The Until box is currently set for May 12th at 12 a.m. That's I believe that's the day after classes end, so that's fine. The difference between the due date and the availability, again, is whether or not the students can see it versus actually submit it. If it's past the due date, the students can go in and look at the assignment, and if they've already completed it, they can go in and look at their answers, but they can't change anything. And if they haven't done the assignment, then they can't start it if it's past the due date. So that's Chapter 2. Chapter 11, we would set it for the following Sunday, and so forth. And the availability dates for all of the assignments will be exactly the same. They'll be from the night before classes start up until the day after classes end. So once I go through and enter all of that, it does take a while, but again, you only have to do it one time during the semester. Once all that is done, I would click Save, and if I go back to the course homepage, the next assignment due will now appear, the one we just edited. That's due on January 19th by 11:59 p.m. So that's how you import and edit assignments for mastering. Mastering meteorology works the exact same way. There's no difference whatsoever. So this applies to both platforms. One good feature of mastering that you might find useful at some point is being able to edit the due date and availability for assignments for specific students. So if you wanted to give a particular student an extension, but not the entire class, this is what you would do. You would find the assignment in the All Assignments list, and next to its name there's a drop-down menu, and you would select Adjust Settings per Student. Now, once you have students on your mastering roster, you would have a list of student names here. You would select one and then click on the right-hand arrow, and it would put that student's name over here in this box. And you can do that for just one student or for several or whatever you need. The boxes that you would need are down here at the bottom. You can put in a new due date. The availability you wouldn't need to change because that's already going to be set for the entire semester. So you would just need to extend the due date. If you needed to adjust a student's points for some reason, you probably won't, but if you do, you can do that in this box here. And down here at the very bottom, reset assignment. That's almost certainly something you won't need, but if you did, if you wanted to delete an assignment, a student's work on an assignment and allow them to do it again, you could check that box and then hit save. Now that's permanent, so you need to make sure that that's really what you want to do and make sure the student knows that it's happening, of course, because once you do that, you can't undo it. Their previous work will be gone. So that all is available from this dialog box next to each of the assignments and exams.